The children of Israel dwelled in the Nile Delta region, or the land of Rameses, and initially settled at the northern tip of the Gulf of Suez, or Succoth, at the start of the Exodus. This was the very first point where they entered into the camping state. Then they journeyed through the wilderness of the Red Sea, or what we call today the Sinai Peninsula, and after 3 days of quick traveling, they came across the Gulf of Aqaba at Nuweiba, Egypt. The Kings 9 verse 26 calls the Gulf of Aqaba Yam-Suf, or the Red Sea. When journeying through the wilderness of the Red Sea, as mentioned in Exodus 13 verse 18, and running away from Pharaoh's army, God informed Moses to turn south. So they headed through a wadi or canyon region that is called the Wadi Watir, which led to the sea. Let us now explore the archaeological evidence for the Red Sea crossing. If one searches a map for a beach location big enough for 2 million people to encamp on the Gulf, there is only one prospect: Nuweiba, Egypt. The beach at Nuweiba is incredibly big and might have accommodated a multitude of individuals at the time of Moses. A pillar of granite 25 feet long that was also put there by King Solomon to mark the crossing site was discovered in the water, with most of the writing deteriorated by the waves and sand. Egypt then erected it in Nuweiba. The main reason they know that Solomon placed it is due to the fact that they discovered an identical pillar on the other side of the Red Sea, with the writing still on it, which in Hebrew had the story of the crossing. The other column was confiscated by the Saudi Arabian government, and a marker was put where it once stood. God triggered a strong east wind to blow the waters back, so the people could march 13 miles through the Red Sea to safety in Arabia. The crossing pathway is about 1/4 to 1/2 mile wide and is on a gradual slope down to the bottom of the Red Sea and then up to the Saudi beach. On either side of this pathway are the depths of the Red Sea, the Eilat Deep and the Aragonese Deep, each 5,000 and 6,000 feet deep respectively. Above is one of many pictures taken of a gilded chariot wheel that remains on the seafloor. It was discovered by Ron Wyatt using a molecular frequency generator from his boat above, after he set the equipment to look for gold. The Bible stated all the chariots of Egypt and 600 choice chariots, or gold veneered models, were in the army pursuing God's people. It is hypothesized there were 20,000 chariots wiped out that day. Above, right, is a drawing of a 4-spoke chariot discovered in an Egyptian burial place from the exact same period. 4, 6, and 8-spoke wheels are discovered here in the Gulf and were only used at the same time throughout the 18th dynasty, or 1446 BC, when the Exodus occurred. There are numerous chariot wheels, plus human and horse bones at the crossing site. Above on right is a human femur bone that is covered by coral and was tested at Stockholm University. It is from the right leg of a man 165 to 170 centimeters tall. It is basically mineralized by resting in the Red Sea for 3,500 years. From Nuweiba, we can see the real Mount Sinai, also known as Jebel el-Lous, with its blackened peak over in Saudi Arabia.